Hola, how are you? How is everyone here? We had a little technical issue, but we're back in. We're here in Gate Live. I'm with Jax, and we're waiting for David to come in. Welcome to a new Gate Live video, and we're hoping that we bring you a lot of good info about the crypto world, about Bitcoin prices, and about everything. Hi, Jax. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing good. What we going to talk about today?
David is here. He got in. Hi, David. How are you? Good to see
Very
you.
fine.
We
Sitting
were
next to the
just
boss.
getting back with all the technical issues we're having, but we're really happy to have you here and to talk about Bitcoin. We want to see where Bitcoin can go and where can the altcoins go. I was hearing you were talking about Solana also. I don't know. Let's talk about it. Please introduce yourselves.
Let's maybe start from a Bitcoin. Like, I would like to ask, what is your expectation? Like, what do you think gonna happen with the Bitcoin in next like couple of weeks, 2, 3 weeks? I think, like in my opinion, I'm not an expert. I'm not like professional trader or something like that, but I expect a dump. Expect a dump. I believe that it could go to 35,000 and something like that. What's your opinion, guys?
Mm, just talk. It's your turn, David Elliot.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Benny. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, he has given us his own view. And all right, what I think about the markets generally is that the beginning from the fear to greed index, it's already overhyped. The market has overbought, right? From Q4 last year. In fact, from the whole of Q3, Q2, the old ETF craze making the market to buy and buy and buy and buy and buy. So definitely there's an expectation for some nice corrections. And well, if I'll be talking or giving price predictions, I think I would be saying a fair, you know, 36K, then 39K. 39K is my old where I'm looking at just a fair correction because once the market psychology kicks in bullish, everyone just begin to buy. I mean, look at the amount of inflow at the instance when the US ETF approval got in. I think that day before the close of the day, there was a record of a $4 billion transaction on the ETFs. I mean, so it's crazy. Everything is turning bullish now. I think so. Everyone should. I think 39K retracement level, 36K is still very fair, and then we continue bullish. Yeah.
To be honest,
On my
about the
side,
ETF, I'm sorry,
sorry.
just about the ETF. Want to say something about the ETF that kind of disappointed. I expect after ETF approval, the price could go like at least to like 50,000, like more, 52, 53,000. But it was kind of not something what I expect to see. Mm.
What I saw was that let's go back. We were talking about ETFs that were going to go out to the market in October last year. The price
Mhm.
was around 26,000, 26K. So when all these rumors came out and everything was going to be close to the ETF's approval, the price went to over 40,000. Then the 10th of January, the decision was supposed to be defined at that time, and Bitcoin rose up all the way from 42 to 44, I believe it was before the ETFs. And that day, the ETF the price went to 49,000. And
49K,
what
yes,
I
49.
read, I don't know if you read it also, there was a big whale that had over 100,000 bitcoins bought in 2021 that decided to sell. They moved all these bitcoins to exchanges. They decided to sell when it went over 48,000.
You read
So
it
the
also. There was a
49,000
big whale.
was like a top price where they decided to dump all the coins. And at the end, we've been watching a lot of people getting into the ETF bitcoins, but after that, I don't know if it's as big as everyone expected. I think I think we thought it was going to be more people coming in.
Yeah.
And after this, I expect a dump in the price. Surely around 38. And the levels for me are 38,000 and then 35,000, and that will be like a place to start buying.
I agree, but I expect a dump like in the next couple of weeks. That's just my opinion, okay? Just like
No,
maybe this is
or
something I want to see.
also you
Exactly.
want
I
to
think it's
DCA
something
all
you
the
want to
time.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other news do you? It is important to tell people here in Gate Live, in Gate.io, that there's some rewards that are given by
Yeah.
the community and the administrators of the exchange. They're giving some lucky winners here, and there are some red packets for the people, for the community. I don't know if you have any more info about the
Yeah,
Gate project like that.
there's a exclusive bonus for new users. 5 lucky new users who watched the live for more than 10 minutes can get VIP plus 1 for 14 days after the live stream. Please stay tuned to Gate Live latest post to get the winner list. Note, KYC2 is required. Rewards VIP plus 1 for 14 days up to VIP 5 level. If you're already VIP 5 or higher level, you will be rewarded $10 as points, like to cover some fees, these kind of things. And this is pretty much it. One more thing. You guys who's watching right now, you have to comment your questions for this live with your UIDs. Okay, and we'll choose the winners.
We're supposed to choose them.
Yeah,
Okay. Wow. I don't know where I think I closed the
we have to
gate
choose
live.
the winners with the valuable questions.
Wow. So
Yeah.
who's gonna take care of choosing him?
For
It will
some
be great to
reason,
hear.
I cannot see the comments.
I'm gonna look for the
And
comments also to
I'll also check right from here.
if there are interesting questions, we can answer, and that person can earn the points of the AP plus 1. Just get a reward from Gate.
Okay. And there's a lot of likes. I see there's the first question: how is the price of Bitcoin expected to follow in the coming period? Which path should investors follow in this process? What impact? No, there's a lot of questions. A lot of things here.
Lots of questions rolling in, bro.
What do you guys know about the like what happened to Grayscale, or I saw something about the BlackRock ETFs? Do you know something about it?
The what I've learned on all this news that I've seen is that there's a lot of people creating new ETFs on the futures side, also on the options. They're asking for and requesting for new prices. They're asking for new approvals. So sorry, and this will turn things. In my belief, the price won't be so manipulative. I don't know if you use that word.
Yeah.
But I think the prices and the Bitcoin as a whole, with a lot of people involved, a lot of institutions involved, will control even more the price, and it won't be so volatile as it is. I don't know.
I agree, but like who's using like, I mean, the ETFs.
Yeah.
What's the ETFs in general?
For in general in Europe, you saw that I saw that the prices were normally the ETFs in futures and other kind of products were normally used, but now as the Americans are using it and is approved by the SEC, there's a lot of people with more money, with bigger pockets, investing in it. So I see grayscale people getting out and getting involved with Fidelity, with BlackRock, with Byteways, with ARC, in lower fees.
iShares.
Sorry, David.
No, just complementing what you're saying about grayscale. Yeah, that I think one thing I want to just add to what Yike's question is all about is that I think grayscale they've applied for these ETFs since 2021, and so the United States Exchange Commission. Sorry, can you see me? All right. So the United States Securities and Exchange Commission sort of disallowed them or would not approve their I think it's GBTC. That's the ticker of the symbol. And so not until BlackRock began to enter the game. And so some guys in my area would be saying BlackRock are the big guns. They know how to always get things done no matter what happens. Because I mean, Larry Fink has been a big guy, having $10 trillion asset under management. So I mean, he applied, then others follow, and then long story short, the approval came in. And so Grayscale had court issue last year to just clear the air and, of course, ensure the SEC follows the court order. So eventually, I mean, the spot beacon approval got in, and so everyone is fine. BlackRock is fine. Grayscale is fine eventually. So I think that's what I sort of learned about this whole Bitcoin spot ETF approval. Yeah, with Grayscale. Yeah.
But in general, what is the ETF for people? Like people can invest, can buy ETFs, right?
Well, yeah, you're right. But
Yeah,
the idea,
and so if you buy an ETF, you don't you don't have a keys, like nothing. I don't know how to say it, like in correct way. I mean, what's the difference between normal market Bitcoin and ETF? Why people have to invest in ETFs?
I was just reading about that. I was the last in news I read before doing the live. What people are doing is they want to know about crypto. They want to learn about crypto, but they don't know how to invest in it. So the first way to get into know something about it is to buy ETF and hold like a piece of paper that says that you own a piece of a big fund. And at the end, what the ETFs are doing is that they own Bitcoin, but they don't own like the complete idea of what Bitcoin is or what crypto is. They own a price, and they're gonna bet against or in favor of the movement of these prices going up or down, but they don't know and they don't understand exactly what Bitcoin is inside the ETF. The ETF is an investment, as ETF of stocks, ETF of gold, of silver. So you can invest in a movement of prices around a collateral asset, but at the end you don't know exactly what they are, what a crypto world is and blockchain is. And they don't own in your pocket, in your ledger or your cold wallet or your exchange. They don't own those assets. So at the end, it's only a bet, I believe.
So technically, you don't own Bitcoin or silver or gold when you buy an ETF. You don't own physical,
no,
in Bitcoin. I don't know.
No, you don't own it.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. But for me, it's also like what I have been doing, because I invest here in Gate.io, and I can buy Bitcoin or I can buy wrapped Bitcoin. Wrapped Bitcoin is something like these ETFs, because you don't own the Bitcoin. You own a wrapped Bitcoin that it's a representation of the Bitcoin, but it's not the Bitcoin as a whole.
Yeah. I think I would just add this to what Benny has just said, that as much as wrap Bitcoin is more like ETF. It's for on-chain activities you can still use wrapped Bitcoin. ETF is even more worse than wrapped Bitcoin, in the
Yeah,
sense
yeah,
that you basically cannot use it for anything. All you just need to get on ETF is just like you are buying stock. I mean, they're just making Web2 guys get exposure to crypto. The way they buy stocks, you buy crypto, not something you can just making them enjoy crypto where they are, bringing crypto to them the way they are, the way they know how to buy gold, the way they know how to buy Tesla stock, just that same way, just buy some Bitcoin, quote and unquote, and then you cannot transfer out. You just either buy or sell and leave it there. So it's not as though you have a wallet. You just have a place you log in, then whatever. So it's that code, and I think the real story of the icing of the cake is not with the old ETF thing. It's not with the old ETF thing. The real crypto is with those of us who are buying in crypto. They are just having a representation, just like a puppet of the real thing. Yeah.
It's overhyped, like overrated.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
yeah. I believe it's that. And it's like Elliot says, it's getting to Web 2 people to get to know and understand a little bit about Bitcoin, about Web 3. It's a way to, if you are a stock investor, get into this. Also, if you buy bonds, it's an opportunity to buy through this, and you can get, I know, other kind of exchanges, not the crypto exchanges, but the normal stock exchanges to invest in crypto. Is a way to get people in, but you don't own that Bitcoin, you don't own that crypto. You own like a paper that says that you own part of that fund.
Yeah.
In my opinion, something. No, actually, like maybe like for Web2 people is good. Is good opportunity to learn something and then just move to normal Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, there's a thing that has been calling here. What do you think about Tether and all the noise around Tether and the bad use of Tether and Bitcoin in I don't know, anti-laundering and or laundering activities or terrorist activities? There's a lot of bad news or bad things talking about it. What do you think about this?
I had more news like when someone stole some money and like trying to make them clean, they always use Tornado Cash, or Tornado, how it's called, Tornado Cash, right?
Yeah.
This
Right.
platform. I don't know how it works, but always in all the news I can see that. What Tether, like what to do with Tether?
No, what I've seen is that most of the fiat money goes through fiat, and they do all the corruption around fiat, and there's more corruption around the real world fiat money than in crypto, because in crypto the only thing is that you can trace the blockchains, and so I don't believe using this kind of money or coins, crypto coins, is a way to do some corruption things. So I am completely against that against that view, but I had to put it on top of the table because that's one of the issues that someone asked before.
I tell like without the names of the company, there's some exchanges that would accept like any crypto. They can actually exchange like anything like Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, whatever crypto you have, without any questions, without an ID or something, any amount, but they will take like 10-15% commission for it. And this doesn't mean that all the cryptos using for bad things. Yeah, just the way it's available right now. People trying to get some money from it, no matter like where you get this money from. It's not about the crypto,
Uh,
right?
yeah. So there's a question here that they are asking about what do you think is the volume of the web of the crypto world or crypto market cap, what do you think it can be or can reach the global market cap at the end? We've seen it around 1.7 trillion at this time, around that.
Yeah.
What will be the size of the market at the end of 2024?
By the way, just one more thing. Can you save the UIDs? Like, you read some questions. If you really like the question, can you save this UID?
Okay. This
I will need
this
5
question,
of them.
I've read a lot of questions, but it's a lot of info. There's a
Just
lot
the
of
best.
questions
Like,
here.
from now, let's find the best. We need 5 of them.
Okay.
About market cap, to be honest, I have no idea. What do you think?
Okay.
I've been
Yeah.
watching.
Let me
Go
just
ahead,
say-
David. I will read the questions. I will try to find a question and I will put one in our private chat.
All right. Okay, let me just say something.
Yeah.
Thanks, Benny. I'm very, very grateful. So, as of this morning, we still have the market cap ranging between 1.6 $1.6 trillion, 1.63, they're about 1.65. It got to like 1.8 in the course of the recent pump the market have experienced in the past few weeks. And honestly speaking, if anything would happen to for us to have a major shift in the market cap, right? That means because Bitcoin has over 40% dominance in the general crypto markets, cap, and I feel we definitely would have large amount thrown into Bitcoin. And with all honesty, my own price prediction for Bitcoin end of 2024 is all right. Thank you. I'm just saying the question. So my own prediction for Bitcoin's all-time high in this bull run, I'm saying 130K easily, realistically, not the ones that we have as imaginations of $500,000. It's gonna happen, but not now. It's gonna take a cycle. So I think 150K to maximum of 200K, but 150K is fair. Let me put it that way. So if 150K as Bitcoin's all-time high would imply that I would see about 3x, 3.4x on Bitcoin. And with the current, I'm just trying to do some mathematics. You understand what I'm saying? So with the current market cap of Bitcoin, almost $1 trillion. So that means Bitcoin itself should be trading easily at somewhere $3 trillion on the general crypto market cap, about $4 trillion thereabouts. So I think it's fair enough for us to say we want to see, Bitcoin's market cap is like $872 billion, so almost 900 billion. So if we have a 3x, that's like 2.7 trillion on Bitcoin alone. So the general market cap somewhere around $4 trillion. So that's where I'm expecting the total crypto market cap to reach somewhere at the end of 2024, in my own opinion, and that's my own view. All right. Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
about the dominance, I just opened Bitcoin dominance percent. 8th of January, it was 54%, 54.45%. And right now it goes down to 51.23%. Just something serious domination.
Yeah. And then the previous all-time high of the total crypto market cap was, the last bull run, 2021, was at 3.019. So definitely this bull run should be from this year till, in my own opinion, Q1 next year, thereabout. So I have a lot of reservations to that, but at least for the public, I think it's fair for us to say we would be doing, we'll be doing above 3 trillion. So I'm saying 4 trillion, 4.25 trillion thereabout. So as the expected, all-time high for the new total crypto market cap. Yeah.
So I was trying to show you this is what we're talking about, and probably where you found the data. 1.64 trillion today. I also expect it to grow up to 4 trillion. It will be 2.5 times 2.5x what the size will be. And I'm also with you with Jax talking about around 52, 4% of the dominance of the Bitcoin over the other coins. That will take a Bitcoin to over 2 trillion price. If that happens, the price can rise at some time at the end of the around November. It can grow up 2.5. It will be 100,000, 100K for
Yeah.
Bitcoin, in my point of view.
Yeah, that's very correct.
These are the prices, and I look at the fear and greed index. It's going down. It went all over the beginning of January to 82 points, and now it's at 57 points.
Yeah.
Last week it was around 70 points or 60 something, and now it's almost neutral.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. And what other what other altcoins do you like? What are your preferred after Bitcoin, or not avoiding talking about Bitcoin? Which ones do you like?
I found something interesting, but I don't understand that till now. Like now, I still don't have no idea how it works. How it's called ordinals. Yeah, it's like inscription on a blockchain. On Bitcoin. Yeah, so it's
the
inscription.
BRC20. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be honest, I have no idea why it's bombed that hard. Why people go crazy because of this inscription.
what I've learned in around the crypto, and I started learning, is the level 1 and level 2 of the networks. So level 1 Ethereum has been huge and has a lot of level 2 over them. I don't know how. I'm not a technician about this. I'm not a developer. I'm nothing about it. I would love to learn more. But what Ethereum has done, creating L2s and helping people create L2s, level 2 protocols or networks, have given Ethereum the size it has, for my point of view. There you can find Optimism, you can find Polygon, you can find Arbitrum, you can find all BSC, BNB, all kinds of alternatives going on top of level 2, on top of Ethereum level 1. So what they're trying to do with ordinals is trying to do a level 2 for Bitcoin. I don't know how it works, no idea, but that's why all the people that love Bitcoin and don't like Ethereum, or prefer Bitcoin over Ethereum, are going and just launching everything over this. And that's why I just did a video about BR20.com, that they're trying to sell and to promote a lot of projects doing IDOs and FOs.
Yeah. That's a very great response from Benny. A very great response.
One thing, Bitcoin, I mean, the NFTs and projects, BRC20 projects, are, how to say it? I don't want to say useless, but they don't have any use cases.
No.
It's like memes. Most of them are memes or marketplaces.
The marketplaces are a way to sell something, but you have to have something that has utility at the end.
The marketplace
You're right.
to sell these NFTs, like useless NFTs that you can't do anything. It's just like I don't know, no use cases at all.
The evolution is really slow, in my point of view. So there's a lot of what I believe is that Ethereum has taken a lead for some time ago. They have done amazing work pushing and creating new things. I don't know the new evolution of the Zoom, and I don't know the other name, what they're doing, but they have done amazing stuff, promoting things, promoting Polygon, promoting BSC, promoting all kinds of projects that are going over these level 2 networks, and they find the utility. But here on BRC, they are starting. So probably that will be probably that can be the future. The same happens with our XRP and XRP Ledger, that they are trying to bring out level 2 projects or on top of the XRP Ledger, but it's still on the works.
Got it. But still, something I don't really understand.
I'm not an investor in memes, by the way. I don't like memes. I like Solana. Solana is doing great things around around gaming. That's why it has grown so much, I believe. I don't know if George knows more about it. I heard you know a lot of Solana.
Solana is great, actually. In the game since launching Solana, the most hyped thing that they launch is a phone,
Yeah, wow.
right?
Yeah.
The Saga.
No.
And by the way, I saw yesterday or 2 days ago that they launched Solana 2, the second version. Right now, you can pre-order it. Only one per
Yes.
person.
They started selling it and it was not that good. But as soon as people knew that they were giving away some memes inside the Solana, inside the Saga, they were sold out.
When Bond bombed, I saw the
Yes, that
pictures
one.
where you can pre-order it like $5 or $6. Those who bought it like $5, $600 can get airdrop tokens. There's a total amount of tokens that are going to be airdropped. It's around $2,500.
Wow.
So you bought a phone and you get good profit from it.
You do your ROI with it.
Yeah. And interesting
So
what they're gonna airdrop in a second version.
never know. You never know. So I selected 2 questions that I liked. I don't know if you've seen any other, or what do you think about the ones that I selected?
Let's start from a short one. It's highly unstable, neither falling nor rising. Oh yeah, Bitcoin is highly unstable. What do you guys think about it?
For me, general, like I said, when institutions are getting in, big money is getting in, the trading will be different. There will be so much leverage, or the leverage will be controlled, in my point of view. So there will be people investing longs and shorts, because as I told you, there's a lot of people asking, or new institutions asking for new ETFs going short, with futures short. So what I believe, the price will be more stable at the end. And I think, as I said before, that if the price goes down to 38,000 or 35,000, that will be a nice place to buy it. But I've been buying it at any price. Anytime I have money, I get in. It's a long run.
Yeah.
It's good, very good. The second question was about ETF. I think we already talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's skip that one.
I like both. I think we answered them, and that was the first question you read is Miss 1903, and the first one was from Neil. I have to look it back because I forgot to write down the name.
Can't find it. There's a million
Uh,
messages.
he wrote like 5 times the same thing. Neil Chris is the name.
Okay.
So 2 people selected for the moment. I don't know if you have any other. There's another one that is called OX Megumi. He's asking, why might the trading volume of Bitcoin not experience an immediate surge after the approval of an exchange traded fund? What factors could contribute to a delayed or muted market response? Eljot, what do
David?
you think?
Please, I didn't get that question. Please, can you come again?
I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna copy it so we can copy the UID. There it is.
All right. Considering the recent price decline.
This close to what we already answered.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've basically given our contribution to this. By the way, I wasn't aware that my sound was quite bad. Not until I checked. I actually just loaded OBS on my new PC, and I think I would just have to switch over to a different software after this stream. So, yeah, I think I would just have to add this quickly that, well, when it depends on what you want right to the markets. Like Benny says, it's a long-term game, and everyone knows that you cannot fight inflation with the dollar. So, and generally, as much as we all are looking for where to stay profitable, I think it's also important to know that there is no time you're late into the market. The only time you're late is now, when you've not gotten on it now. So, and it depends on what your own goal is. If you're a trader and maybe you're a futures trader, I really advise you be so sure you know what you're doing, because you might lose a lot of fund that would have turned out to be something worth a lot of fortune if you had even gotten the few bucks you could on spot. All right. So since you already added the fact that it's a long, considering the fact that it's a long-term investment, even if you buy it now using dollar cost averaging this year, you see on track. I mean, it's even towards the end of the year, you should be in profit no matter how big or small, right? So I think it's not too late, right? So whatever has happened there is expected for the price to correct a little bit. ETF daring or no ETF, whatever it is, the market has been on a pump for a long time. It definitely has to, you know, relapse or fall back a little bit before it continues. So, and of course, I think we should be expecting more manipulation now that we have a lot of that's my own opinion. We have a lot of these big game players in the whole these big guys. Now we have a lot of manipulation. You can have a lot of sudden dumps, but it's just for some nice play and nice game. So so it's not late. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Do you know? Do you have any market analysis or technical analysis you want to show? I don't know if you have any. I'm not good at that.
Absolutely
Okay.
terrible. I know how
Let
to
me
calculate
try
it fast.
something.
That's it.
I don't know if you want to share the LJ.
Let me do.
You know how to share it? Yeah.
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
do. I actually do. It's a
We're gonna have a class, Jikes. A
all
technical
right.
analysis class. I love it. I love it, but I don't know much about it. I've
Oh wow,
been
really? So this
just
was a trade
analyze
I
my
took.
graphics, but I don't. I'm very bad teacher on it.
Oh wow. Now, are you seeing this? Can you all see this?
No,
No.
sir.
No?
Yeah. I will.
All right.
I'm sharing it. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So this is a trade on SWI I took recently. Nice trade, but let me just share my analysis on Bitcoin, and then I'll do a code analysis right here with all of us together. I'll do from a daily time frame, then I'll come down to hourly time frame. Maybe I should even begin from a weekly time frame. I hope you all can hear me better. I just sort of manage my voice. It's funny, I guess. So all right, so this is a weekly time frame, and obviously I would be using simple terms: demand, supply, and some ICT strategy, liquidity. So basically, the bear market came to a close officially when we had the market, coming this low, somewhere here in 2022 November, when we came down to 15K. So I would put this little cycle, if you do not mind, somewhere here quickly. So this was the top of the bull run in 2017, and this was with a break of structure in 2020, and market came back to retest the same demand zone as a demand zone here. This was a supply zone here. The supply zone here turned to be a demand zone here, and now it is a demand right here. So this is what I'm just trying to make you all see, right? So
Okay.
this is a very strong, zone the market has respected. Now we had a break of structure, a clear break of structure here, right? So I'm going to call that BOS, which stands for break of market structures. And these are the structures. All of these points are strong structures the market should, respect and continue on the bear market if it's where. Definitely the market came close. And that's why we have this candle week struggling around these points, right? So the struggle here was not going to make the market sell off, right? So let me show you something quickly. So the market came from here like this, and then it only came right here, right? But it went back up again, indicating a bullish psychology, a bullish sentiment. And of course, the market has been having higher highs and higher lows. So whenever the market wants to create a trend, it sustains a pattern, highs and lows. So we have this high, so we have this high, this is a high, this point here.
Yeah.
I'll write an H there. So there. And then we have this market low. This was the low for the I, the L, right? So then the next we have this I. This was an I. We broke all of the structures here. These are all structures, right? It's a weekly candle where one candle represents a week. And this is the I after that break of structure. Then we have another low right here. So the low formed the double bottom. There's something called double bottom when the market respects a point twice. So it was a low here, but it went quite a little bit above, and then it came to retest this low, so forming a double bottom, like two sittings, and then it broke this whole structure again upwards. So all of these influx and then flow of candlesticks all represents and expresses the market's intent for a bullish market. Now we have another new high, a very clear big one at 49K approximately. So now using Fibonacci, you can always draw from this low, extend it to the high, to decipher where we should be having the market low. Normally the 50 golden pockets, this 0.5 level, and this 0.618, often called the 61.8 on-time entry level, are strong zones. I would draw a rectangle around that point so you can see why I feel that we should definitely have a respect of price actions right here. So I wouldn't expect the market to come right here. Why? Look at this. Whenever the market gives a bullish intent, it really has enough time to retrace. Look at this. From 2020 November, right from here, it was just going. It's retraced a little, then it moved again. So the intentions are clear with the market moving. So I'm not expecting much retracement. Effective retracement will mean the market comes to 31, 32, 31, somewhere here. I hope you all can see it. I mean, from here, effective retracement should bring the market right here, 32. And then we continue. Okay. If it comes to 32K, right, the market is not bearish, it's still bullish. No, it's still very bullish. But because of the clear psychology shifts and the bull run we are in, I do not expect the market to come below 38, 32, somewhere here like this. It could just do like that. And then we continue. So it's going to be like that. And definitely, I think that's my simple analysis, which I could always prove with this order block. So here we have an order block at 38K. So definitely there will still be a break of structure right here. Look at this, the candle wicks here. Let me show you this bigger, make it bigger. So the candle wicks here have been respected. We already broke it down here yesterday. I was on a short on Bitcoin, took a few profits, right? So the break here already gave us a clue. We're going to come right here. So here and here, just above this candle wick, just above this candle wick here, just above that.
And that price is what? At 38.3? The one you just selected?
38.3. That's very correct. So 38.3, somewhere here. You could just struggle, just tap down, and then we run back upwards. So that's my own prediction. So somewhere before the Bitcoin halving in April, we should be playing around 50K. Yeah, that's all.
And what is your price expectation for November 2024?
November 2024. Okay, let me do that on a weekly time frame. So I feel once we have gotten, because when we get right above here in April, that means we've broken this whole structure here. It's a very bigger break of structure. We've broken the structure in 2022 March, and I see price coming to the next stronghold right here. So here, so once the market breaks structures, once you break this structure, and from here it goes like this, all through Q2, Q3
Yes.
will be going for this point. Q2, Q3, that's September, August, September. So by that time, I think because every November, December, the market have a total breakthrough. I've done that. I might not be able to do that because of the time, but we should be here in August, September, August, September. But from October could be a sell market like we had last year. We had a sell market in October. So definitely, I think, in my own opinion, I'm expecting the market to still retrace a bit, just shortly. It might not be much, but a little retracement in October. Then November, December, January 2025 should be breaking. So this break should be a very fast run, because now the market is going to be breaking a high that it previously had. So it's going to be a run that will not stop. So I assume, in my own opinion, I used to prefer 40% from this point. So if I would do a 40% from here, at least first, so we're going to be having 100K in December, January next year, thereabouts. December, January next year, December this year, January next year. So November, we should be around 70K. Yeah, 70K is fair enough for us to be at November. So something like this is very, simple and handy for me and realistic. Yeah.
Okay, great. And here in April, what do you think when we have the halving? The halving. Can you go back to see where April will be there in your graph?
Okay, let me come to a daily time frame
Without
and then see if I could. All right, so
April will
this
be close to where
is
we are. No,
April. Yeah, let me mark it out. I'm coming.
no, that will be like 56,000. I just saw how you move it.
Okay, yeah, somewhere 56K. I want to just write. I'll bring this cursor right here. So I think somewhere
Wow,
like that. Yeah, somewhere
even
like this.
higher.
That's my old prediction for. Let me make it quite
So, guys,
steady.
here you have
Yeah.
an
So
analysis that can go up to 55.7, around 56,000 for the halving moment.
yeah. So that should be a potential 43%, 44%, right, from this 38, 39K. So I'm not expecting Bitcoin to come this low, just like a lot of us were expecting to come right this low. It's not going to come there anymore, in my opinion. The bullish intent has been secured and the psychology is there. FOMO is real. Everyone wants to just buy. And so it keeps going up and you will not be able to catch up if you don't get in early. Yeah.
There's another thing that we haven't talked about. There's someone here asking about the Bitcoin price decreases or increases depending on what. But I also believe it's not only based on the crypto world, but also on the macroeconomic point of view and movements on Fed prices and the inflation and a lot of things around the world, the real world. So
Mm.
what I've been watching here is that the Fed, all the economic data that has come later at the beginning of this month, everyone was expecting a movement of the Fed rates in March, going down by 50 points, basic points, and because of the economic data in US, they moved it, or the expectations are to move it around June or July. So when you have rates high, it's more difficult to have a cheaper money. So probably this will affect the prices, and a little bit can affect the movement that you are talking about here, Jod.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we expect the Fed to move the rates in June. It's what people think, and if it continues like this, they should move them 3 times during the year.
Yeah. Definitely. I think, in my opinion, the dollar is still gonna suffer a bit. Yeah, and then
Okay.
and then gold and the Bitcoin should appreciate. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah.
All right. So
So
they're going to
there,
increase the rate. Yeah.
I read about Bitcoin. It is at this time the second biggest asset, ETF asset in the world, after gold. They surpassed silver. That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have selected four questions. I don't know if you have any other that you want to select so we can show the prices to these people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 4 here, and I can look for another one. Well, while you're being talking a lot of things, a lot of nice stuff, I'm gonna paste this last one because I liked it. Neil, you're already in the list, so don't worry. I saw him writing again. I lost the last. I know I have it. I think I have it. No, I forgot. I left it. I can't find it.
Just from my side, oh, Benny, your video be lagging.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's happening. Internet is really terrible here. I'm turning off everything that I can so it doesn't bother us.
Wow.
You hear me okay now? No. I'm closing
No.
everything in my computer.
We can hear you well, but
Very
your
well.
video just a bit freezing.
Facial lagging. That was a facial lagging.
Yeah.
Sorry. I hate
And by the
this.
way, on the stream, you're the one who's logging. So you're streaming, but it's like our pictures are good, like with the sound, with the picture, like with everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
So sorry. I'm gonna push this up. So no, let's wrap it up. It's time to go and relax and appreciate all your time, and it's a pleasure to meet you, and hope we can do this again more times, a lot of times.
Okay.
Yeah, would be great actually. Would be great actually.
It was amazing. So
It was
you
an
can
amazing
grab me anytime, and I appreciate everyone in the audience that wrote down. And as I don't know, Jax, do we have to show them the who won, who were selected? Do you want to do it?
I think no. I think we have to share the UID to get representatives,
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
and they'll do everything.
We're missing one. I don't know if you want to select one by yourselves.
How about David? How about
Really?
you? Yeah, choose a
Okay.
question. Like, let's answer some question.
Let
Find
me
the
check.
winner. Last one.
All right. I think we've actually basically answered most of the question. Bitcoin is highly unstable.
They
I
copy and
just hope
copy
this,
the same question several times. I don't know
yeah, I
why.
just hope this question is not coming from the place of just wanting to be nominated. So I don't know. So what was the post then? This person is
I forgot
asking
to tell
questions.
you, one of my altcoins that I like is XRP. I do a
XRP,
lot of
really?
videos around XRP, and I think they, after the SEC approval, they will have an approval of ETF, but before that, it will be impossible.
Oh, I saw crazy people that believe that
I'm talking
XRP
about
during this year will go to a couple of like $5,000, $10,000.
That's impossible.
Yeah, of course, but they truly believe that.
That's very crazy. It's a very crazy. Those are crazy figures you're calling there.
Personally, I believe it can go up to 2.8. It can go up all the way to 6. I've been talking about the $6, but it's hard to find it there.
I think
But
XRP could get to $10 all time high, right? Before he could easily get there. But 5,000,
okay,
I don't think it can be now. So $10 max all time high. XRP is He's an old guy. It's been lying low for a long time, so should have pumped when others were pumping. So I don't know. So so Solana made XRP and Solana pumped, and then XRP is still there, fighting for some peanuts of new highs. So I think XRP will still pump. So max high $10. So yeah, that's my own.
XRP is stable. XRP
It's
like
very
stable
stable.
coin.
It turned out to be stable.
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up, and thank you for your time, my friends, and hope we can come back. We, as I told you, we're only missing one question. We can find it out. I can select one if you haven't.
You know,
And
just
I'm trying to look for the one that I liked, but I can't see it. And guys,
good
we
one
already
is-
select. I found it. I just found it.
all right, great.
It was easy. It was a simple question, but it was okay.
Mhm.
And if you like any other, please select it, and then we will. So
David?
bye bye.
All right.
I'm gonna get out of here. Ciao ciao. Buenas tardes.
Ciao, ciao, indeed. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.